The internet is a fascinating place. A couple of comments have been brought to my attention. I saw them this morning, and it reminded me of a few things I saw a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And I want to talk about it. Because when things happen to me, I try to figure out what's my role in this. Where did I make a mistake? How am I responsible? What could I have done differently? And that's been helpful for me. Welcome back to Mr.BetonYou. I have a personal topic today. Maybe this is helpful, maybe it's not. But I want to make something clear to the YouTube community. Because most of you are great, but there are a few people on here that I'm concerned about. Alright, so when you have your name and your likeness on YouTube, and you have an opinions like I do, some people will be rubbed the wrong way. They might take things personal, they might not like that I wear certain hats, or that I say certain things about the gig economy or whatever. They might not like the fact that I have a mustache one day and a beard the next. They just don't like me for whatever reason. They listen to other people, they garner an opinion. There's a few things. There's one guy on here. He talks about how I fake my deliveries. I'm not doing. You never see him do this. Maybe he's been watching your channel. It's pretty new. I don't do a lot of the ride-alongs anymore. I used to do some lives. I'm an actual delivery driver. I see people. I just saw 2 people today actually at the Costco. I see people all the time. Every day I work, I see 1 or 2 people every day. Every day that I know from YouTube or not YouTube. So I'm a delivery driver. I don't have to fake anything for anything. Like I do this work. Hey, sometimes I wish I didn't have to, but I do this work. But I want to kind of get that out the way because this person's a real stan. If you know what stan means, that's what they are. I'm flattered. I'm blessed. I don't block these individuals. Everybody has a right to have their opinion in the comments, and then that helps me keep the bills paid. So thank you for that. But something came to my attention that's a little alarming to me because I think, you can talk about me however you want. And, at moments my skin's pretty thick. Other times, maybe I'm a little sensitive. It's fine. And sometimes I want to prove my point, and at other times, I just don't say anything at all. Because if I responded to everything, I'd have no time to make a regular video or even work or spend time with my girls. But somebody mentioned in the comments, and I've seen several videos. One was like a year ago, one was a couple months ago, and they're like doxing my information, where I live. Pedro, is this you? Do you live here? Or is this this? Is this that? Is this this? And somebody even talked about my 4-year-old kid and mentioned the school that she goes to. Like, what's that about? I get concerned for people because I've dealt with and I have people that I know that have mental health issues or substance abuse issues or self-worth issues or depression. Like, I know a little bit about those things. And when I see people like talking about like kids online, it's troublesome. And it gives me pause. It gives me pause because I'm with my daughter a lot. We go here, we walk there, we go to the park. Some of you have met my kid in person, out and about, or at events. So it gives me pause, like, what's my role in this? Should I not mention I have a daughter at all? Should I never show her on a video? Like, what's the mental state of people online that would mention a 4-year-old kid and like where she goes to school? Like, is that a threat? And I ask myself, what would I do if I'm walking my daughter to school, or if I'm at the park, or if I'm having dinner? We went to dinner last night and somebody did something or mentioned something. How would I react? So the lesson here is, you'll have people that will press you or try to get a rise out of you or try to scare you or threaten you. And when it's online, most of the time, it won't mean anything. So I'm going to proceed to keep it pushing, keep it moving, do what I got to do, have my head on a swivel. Most of us men especially, we have to have that. We're just very observant. I'm like that. If I go somewhere I've never been, I'm like, okay, where's the exit? All right, and just being observant. Living in St. Louis, you just, growing up in parts of, and spending summers in Chicago. Like, you just want to be observant. It doesn't mean you're a tough guy. It doesn't mean you're looking for something. But you're observant so that you know how to react. But what am I supposed to do with that information? People telling me, hey, your daughter goes here. Why is this guy mentioning this in the comments? And I've since deleted those comments. And when you ignore things, people tend to go away. But there's been times I haven't ignored it, and I've confronted people or asked them, what's up? What's going on? Like, in a gentlemanly way, and then things get squashed or whatever, and you have a conversation about it. But kids, in my opinion, should always be left out of any kind of beef or emotion or feeling that you have with me or another adult. Kids should never, they're always innocent. They should never be talked about, brought up. And that's happened to me a couple times on these interwebs of the YouTube streets. So once again, I'll end with this. What's my role in it? And that's why some people are like, don't put your kids out there. Don't put your kids out there. Keep it private. Keep it private. I get that, and I respect that. But it's hard not to talk about if you got a family. If she's not. It's just weird. It's weird to me. And I pray that if anything, if I'm ever put in a situation that's not desirable, that I make the right decision, and that I don't act irrationally, and I don't act with impulse, and then I make the right decision for my daughter. Because really, that's the most important thing. It's not about me. It's not about how I feel. It's about making sure my girls are safe and making sure they're good. And I've been more aware of that. So, to the fathers out there, we all want to protect our babies, and they're always babies. Always. Whether you see them every day or you don't, or they're 23 or they're 4. They're always our babies. They are an extension of us. We love them. We love on them. And I take these things a little less personal now than I ever have, just because I'm I get a little more mature every day in how to handle things and trying to let the ego down. But when I see stuff like that, and when I hear about it, and people send me things, and it's like, really? Like, that's where we're going? It gives me pause. And to the people that do that kind of stuff, you're probably missing something in your life. I've been there. I've missed things in my life. I've done things I didn't want to do. I did things for attention. I've wanted validation or something. I hope you find what you're missing, and that you don't have to go online to stir the pot and talk about kids and talk about this, or ask me, Pedro, is this where you live? Like, is this you? Is this it's mentioning family names. Like, it's weird, and I hope you can get some help. I'm saying that with honesty, and maybe this video is like a damn. You know what? Yeah, maybe I should not do that. Maybe I'm trying to be helpful here. I'm not trying to be anything but that. I say that with sincerity in my heart and in my soul. And I'm going to pray that I don't, because that's all I can do. I can't control what other people do. I can't control whatever. I'm not going to stop making videos because I'm scared, or, it's not to that level, and if it ever gets to that point, I'll make the appropriate decision with the counsel of people that are in my family and that I love and respect. But keep the kids out of it. Talk about me all day. Talk about how you don't like me. Talk about how you think I don't deliver food, or that I lied about this, or please do that. I'm okay with it. I'm unbothered by it. It's okay. Have an opinion. I have mine. But let's not talk about 4-year-old kids. Because I ain't no tough guy. I'm not that guy. But I'm a father. And that's enough. Have a great day.